Well guys, it has officially come to that point. I have to raise the E36. Now some of you are probably stoked. You're probably like, yeah, I told you a long time ago, you idiot. But it looks so good at that ride height, and I thought it was gonna be able to be functional, but I just took a wheel off and I looked inside the arch, and it turns out the sidewall of the tire was literally just riding the arch of the fender. If you could see that, literally the whole inner arch was just rubbing the sidewall. I already like hammered in the arch a little bit and it's still not enough, so we're gonna raise it up just a little bit and go from there. I also have to fix this rust on the arch too. I don't really care if it looks tacky and gross. We're painting the car anyway, so super upset. All right, it's cleaned up. I am not pumped to sand the rest of this car later on because this stuff is so nasty. This is all cleaned up. I'm gonna tape up a line and just kind of edge primer it. And I might go, I know Rust-Oleum sells a red, it's like very orangey, so I might just like spray it with that in the meantime so it doesn't look as shitty. Yeah, let's do that. Little edge going on here, a little bit of overspray action. Oh my, this is straight orange. Oh, it's definitely not great, but it's not bad. Way better than I thought it would. I mean, given the car's like, one panel will have 4 different shades of red on it, so it kind of throws it off, but I'll live with that, dude. Not bad. Better than, you know, bare metal. Yo, everyone's telling me you nice with the paint. Come on, let me see some wrist work.
This is the red. Ooh.
There you go. Damien collab.
collab.
This one actually looks pretty good. I'm really pumped about this. Not bad. Not bad, RJ.
Not bad.
Probably sick of me painting arches, but today's a big day. Today is a very, very, very big day. Want to tell them what's going on, RJ?
Today we're gonna start the turbo build.
Yeah, so technically that's gonna happen. So a little unprepared.
How?
I don't know. We're doing great. So RJ dropped out. It has a Miata now. I have to drive him home, and
not right this second.
the Miata is going to be staying at the shop, and we're gonna be taking it apart, putting a turbo on it. I don't think we're gonna do it like in this massive like rush to see how fast we can get it done. We're gonna have a fun time doing it, hanging out. Boom, Miata. Bam. You guys are gonna be staring at this thing for the next couple days. So, hope you guys are ready for Turbo Miata content like every other YouTuber has done before, but we're gonna do it a little bit different, kind of. I did not plan for today at all. I was gonna, you know, set everything up, do it nice, but I didn't. Okay, today's the teardown stage, so I don't even need to talk about the turbo kit. We're gonna save that. We're gonna save information on the parts tomorrow. Today, it's teardown day. Sick.
No working on this while I'm not here.
No, that's not.
Because I want to do most of it.
No.
You'll do electrical stuff. No, you're not working on it while I'm not here. That's not fair.
You're
You're gonna get. If Jimmy does this while I'm not here, it'll be done in a day. Not fair.
So, guess what comes in tomorrow? You'll never guess.
Wow. I actually don't know. Your valve springs.
Yes.
Yeah!
Wow. 3 weeks late, my valve springs finally come in, and luckily, one of my really good friends is an amazing engine machinist, and he's gonna get my head done in like a day, so we can start making fast moves on the S13. So I got plenty of stuff to do later this week, so we'll have time to fill between the two. So you're gonna see these things, and we'll be boosting together. That sound good?
Sounds like a good old time.
You're doing great.
Thanks.
Any day now.
Alright, I'll see if I can.
RJ wants to do this himself. I'm gonna sit here. It's alright. As soon as he's done, I'm gonna take the electric impact and blast this bitch apart. Just you guys wait.
You know what?
You're doing great. Here, I got them up here and plug those. You good?
You're doing amazing, sweetie.
Alright, drain your coolant.
Quarter.
If I did it correctly, pull it out, RJ. Come on.
I don't know how to.
Like a boy, straight out.
I usually just leave it in.
Come on.
I'm stuck.
Come in. Spin on. Why did you... Look at all this room. Go! Alright guys, so right now, my main goal for tonight, I'm thinking, is to get rid of the stupid emission stuff that's in here, get rid of the airbag stuff, because RJ doesn't have airbags anymore, sorry RJ, and then we have to get the full exhaust off. Now, if I can get the full exhaust off tonight, I'll consider that a win, and I'm happy, and we'll start cleaning up, getting ready for tomorrow for install. I think that's a pretty good idea. Yeah,
I think it's pretty good.
Well, guys, this is going oddly smooth. I'm kind of concerned. You know what that means?
Something else is gonna go wrong.
No, the last bolt is gonna be seized. That's just how that happens.
You see what I'm wearing?
35.
Safety protection for my eyes.
DJ. Cut this bitch up, RJ. Come on, don't pierce your transmission. Come on. Come on.
I'm trying.
Oh yeah, we don't really need that either.
I can knock these bitties off.
Need that. Get it right.
Yeah.
I got one more.
What's that, a charcoal canister?
Don't need it.
I don't need it.
Guys, so we don't need this either. This is for the airbags, and we don't have it.
I'm saving this for later. Yeet. It's not cutting through.
Having issues?
Yeah.
It's almost there.
Oh, there we go. Hold it like a trophy. This bitch empty.
Like rattled my arms apart.
I told you that thing didn't want to come apart.
Well, we used like a freaking wood blade. It was quite aggressive. Nice.
For sale.
For sale.
Hit me up.
A Pepsi OEM. 700 best offer.
Buy me a Chick-fil-A sandwich. Number 1's yours.
Guys, just a little test. Wow, that fits amazing.
Dude, look at the radiator hose. Like, look at the fitment right here.
That's tight as heck. Dude, that's gonna look so sick. Ooh, that's nasty. That's nasty. This is one crusty bitch. What would it be if I didn't wrinkle black a brake booster during an engine swap? Or not engine swap. Swap. No, not swap. Install.
Don't tell him.
Ew. You see this? Can you guys guess what I'm gonna paint it? You guys can't guess how I'm gonna paint this.
Are you gonna switch the clip from after or before you said wrinkle black? Return to
Getting there. Quite a bit of rust. There's no rot. It's just surface rust, but it's difficult to get in over here. But I'm gonna keep going at it. Once it gets to like that amount of rustiness, I'm just gonna neutralize all of it, get it smooth, and then we're just gonna box off this whole arch in here and just do this all black. Make sure it doesn't rust again. It's a big night for you.
It is a big night for me.
You want to tell why it's a big night for you?
The first startup of the SR, guys.
Hopefully.
Hopefully.
No, it's gonna happen.
Don has been doing an SR20 swap in his Kuki, and it's been pretty much done engine bay wise. It's getting there. The last thing we really needed was an ECU, and we needed a Kuki ECU. His was a Zenki SR, we converted to a Kuki, and the Kuki ECU was, we were having a really hard time finding it, but we ended up getting hooked the hell up by a subscriber. Actually, he really saved the day. I put a post out looking for one, and he actually sent it out. And dude, I know Don is appreciative up the ass.
I am so appreciative. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Absolutely saved the day. Here it is. It's Baby Turbo 240. Now I'll put it on the screen because you probably can't see that. Make sure to hop on his Instagram and tell him thank you from us because he really saved the day. We've been waiting on the ECU. We've been waiting on an ECU basically for the past like 2 weeks. I think it's been the last thing we really needed. I mean, obviously there's gonna be a big shakedown period and there's a few lines we have to hook up, but hopefully she should run tonight. Oh, you showed up. Isn't it past your bed? What are you doing here?
No, man, it's not even late yet.
But he shows up with a package. And B Hall treated himself to a gift for his Mark III, and I'm really pumped on it.
Stoked. Took us less time to get the Miata apart.
Woo!
Glass too. All that build up for OEM headlights.
So these are made by Hella,
Yes.
which is like an
Hella is the OEM supplier for factory Mark III headlights. All right.
and
Headlights and taillights and a bunch of other ones.
and these basically have a Mark IV styling for a Mark III, so almost really it really modernizes the front end of a Mark III,
Yeah.
and that was a must.
Brand new. Not a single rock chip. Not one defect.
It's glass?
Yes.
Oh, that's nice.
It's nice. Yeah,
job,
I'm
B-Hall. I'm
psyched for
excited
that.
for
Look,
you.
it says Hella. You see it in blue?
That's hella cool.
Which is awesome because blue is like VW Motorsport and it's just like a little...
There you go. So we're getting rid of the AC.
I literally just
It's R12.
both
We're not
out.
getting this. This is not getting recharged, and it's a fucking convertible.
Gotta save some weight somewhere because I'm gonna gain a lot of it back right here when I get in the car.
What year is this?
1990.
The AC sucks.
So we can get rid of that big boy, all these damn lines. There you go.
I'm not excited.
Pulled the lines out, and B-Hall just got the condenser out. So now all we have to do is get the compressor, and we should be all set. I'm concerned. You're cutting next door. I'm like, what the hell can they be cutting?
Don't worry about it.
Well, B-Hall's doing it, so I trust it.
I was doing it before. Ta-da! It's a girl!
Last piece of the puzzle.
Dude, you got an ugly baby, man.
All right, here it is. She's stripped for today. I think everything that needs to come off is off now.
I believe so.
Believe so. We're gonna go through tomorrow and go through all the pieces of the turbo kit, show you exactly what we have. What I'm gonna say is it's a CX Racing turbo kit. That's what we're gonna give you tonight. I'll put the link in the description, check them out. They actually give me a discount code for you guys. 15% off anything on their website. That's insane. It's just Jimmy O. That's it. That's a huge discount. So check out below. They got hella parts for whatever you need, and make sure you click on the link for me. But for today, I think we did good progress for about, what, 3 hours? So
Yeah, if that, we made really good progress. Thanks, Bri.
all right, so tomorrow we are obviously continuing that turbo Miata swap, so I hope you guys are stoked for the content. I am so pumped. I can't wait to put together a great running turbo Miata. It's not a content for tonight. I'm gonna go over to Don's Bay and help him finish up his car, and hopefully we'll see that thing idle tonight. Fingers crossed. Well, the drive shaft was forgotten, and training fluid went everywhere, but that's okay. That's okay. It's okay, Don. This is life experience.
Hold on.
This builds character. Drop that cookie.
Now Mike's saying.
We're ready to go, and then Don was like, "Hey, yo, I don't have a charged battery." Oh, now we're gonna charge it. Battery's like half charged. I just want to see if it'll crank. It might start, but I don't think it's probably dead. I don't know, try it.
Hold on. All right, so it might just crank because it's not fully charged. Ready?
Yeah. Ew.
Nothing.
Guys, starter trigger wire popped off. I don't know why. It's tight fit, but I hooked it up, and hopefully she'll start.
All right, ready?
Yeah. Nothing still?
Yeah, it's still.
Oh, f me running. Don pulled.
Damien filming.
As I'm poking around every fucking wire in this car, freaking out, Don pulled a Don. And do you guys want to tell what Don did to pull a Don?
He did not hook up the neutral safety switch.
Basically,
He did not cruise down on it.
he didn't press the
So many
clutch.
fucking cameras. All right. Just don't run over, Damien. Try it again.
Oh yeah, I'm moving.
Oh.
Is it on start?
It like cranked before.
I know. Hold on.
Only for 1 second.
It pegged out the.
Alright guys, so we got the starter to click a bunch of times, but it wouldn't actually crank over. I basically did a bunch of tests in the car to figure out if it's like a power issue, grounding issue, whatever. And I'm pretty confident it's the starter. So we're pulling the starter now. We're gonna go steal my starter in a minute, and hopefully that does the trick.
All right, so we're testing the starter on the ground.
Why isn't it moving right now though?
Alright, I'll put it back in and we'll figure it out.
Oh my God.
I've done everything in my physical being to get more power to the starter. We changed it, still did the same thing, and I was like, okay, maybe it's just not getting enough power from the trigger, from the constant, whatever. Did as much power as I could, still didn't go. We decided to crank over the engine for ha-has to see if, maybe it's just the engine seized, because like, what's the chance that can happen? And the engine won't crank over by hand, so.
Yeah.
Which makes no sense at all.
So we take out the spark plugs and we see.
If it's hydro locked.
Yeah, because we don't.
I just checked cylinder 1, perfectly fine. So my last guess is going to be the alternator being seized. When alternators sit for a really long time in one position, this engine probably sat for probably 2 years. It could happen. So we're gonna undo the alternator belt, and hopefully that's the problem. Okay, yeah. This is good news. So I wanted to make sure nothing was wrong. I was not convinced at all that something was wrong with the engine because it's fresh, it hasn't been touched. There's no way it seize up from sitting for a day or for 2 weeks. But so I wanted to engage the clutch to see maybe if the pressure plate was going backwards, something stupid, it's binding up. So I went to go put the slave cylinder on. Comes to find out, the wrong bolts, the bolts were fully sent into the transmission for the slave cylinder because it wasn't on it, and it must have been locking up the flywheel, because they bolt into the side of the bell housing, And so these bolts are literally holding the flywheel. So hopefully the teeth of the flywheel aren't mangled up, and hopefully she'll start right now. Oh, I know what it did. Sorry. Yeah, try it. Start it. Just start the.
Oh my god!
He was doing it on purpose.
What are you talking?
I saw you smirking, you fuck. I look at his fucking.
No, I was like,
Why, Don? Why?
Don strikes again, part 4.
Why'd you leave it in gear, dude? This always happens.
Well, that was good. What an emotional roller coaster this has been. But she runs, we had a misfire. Kind of expect that. His plugs are smoked. But holy crap. I have officially got all 4 of these cars running. This is great. How do you feel, Don?
Really happy. There's a misfire, but
You almost ran me over.
almost ran my friends over.
Yeah, let's go get some auto lights from Walmart, dude. I want to hear this thing running smooth.
Okay, guys, we changed the plugs. I had extra SR plugs laying around, so we're gonna see if that corrects the misfire. If not, then we're gonna start testing injectors, coil packs, and you guys know the deal. All right, cylinder 2 is being sloppy, so we're gonna replace the coil pack real quick and see if that's it. Well, Damien. So, guys, it's idling really well, even though it's misfiring. But it's misfiring. We figured out it's cylinder 2. We changed coil packs, we changed plugs, and then we just sucked it up and tested at the coil pack, and cylinder 2 isn't getting any ignition signal, which is kind of weird. So
Has to do the learning.
no. So I went all the way at the ECU and I checked out the injector, the igniting pulse off the ECU, and it's getting it. So there's something going on in between the ECU and the coil pack that we have to figure out. But I'm exhausted. It's super late. I think we're gonna save it for tomorrow. But she runs. She sounds healthy as all hell. It idles somehow, and it runs. Right? Yeah. Don cheesing over there. Guys, one more thing. Let's see if this works. This is a good moment. Alright, shut this bitch off before she gets warm. Well, that, my friends, is a happy, healthy SR with a few little boost leaks. But, dude, I just got really excited.
Oh yeah, me too, and that hurt.
Alright, now but we gotta throw your drive shaft in and your slave cylinder in, and now I can test drive the thing. It's very good. Very excited, very happy. Today is another victory. Officially got 2 cars to run today. I got Dylan's car to run, which is awesome, and we got Don's car to run, which is even cooler. That swap is a huge monument to Don, and I'm really impressed with him, and I'm so happy we were able to get that done. There was quite a few kinks, but that's what happens when you do an engine swap. A lot of stuff can go wrong, and it usually does. We got a lot of progress done on RD's Miata today. We got it basically stripped down enough, ready to start putting stuff back in, which is sick. Just gotta paint that spot right there, and the brake booster, we should be all set. I'm really, really pumped to start working on the Miata, get that thing running, get RJ all hyped up, and he's gonna be so pumped about it. But of course, guys, make sure you guys go check out CX Racing's website. Click the link below and see what they have to offer you, because I know they offer a lot more than just turbo kits. So on that note, I am exhausted. It is stupid late. It's been a really long day for me, but I hope you guys enjoyed today's video, and I hope you guys look forward to it tomorrow. So you guys know the deal. Like, comment, subscribe. Stay tuned for more content, and I'll see you tomorrow.